My name is Robert Liparulo. My latest book is actually the first book of a series. It's a young adult series called Dreamhouse Kings, and it tells the story of a group or a family who moves from Pasadena to a small town in Northern California, and they move into a dilapidated old house that they find in the woods. And it's sort of the typical creepy house, but they find out that it's a lot creepier than it looks. And they find a third floor, a hidden third floor that has rooms going off of the hallways like a hotel hallway. And through each room, or into each room, is a little antechamber, a little room that has items hanging on the walls. If you put on those items, you can open up a second door within the room, which leads you into a portal through time that is represented by the items. So if the items are, say, a sword and a shield, you might go into what happens to the first boy in the book, is he walks into a gladiator fight, and he has to fight a gladiator. And each room is different, of course, with different items, and it changes, the rooms change as if you shut the door and open it again, there may be different items in the rooms. So there's a lot of adventure waiting behind each door, and what they find is people are coming through time into their house as well. And so they decide to leave the house. But before they can do that, Mom gets kidnapped into one of the rooms, and they don't know which room. So it's a 6-book story, and each story involves finding Mom. So they have to spend the rest of the series looking for Mom through time, and it's all about what they find out. And at the same time, there's a person here in the present time who wants the house and is putting a lot of pressure on them to get out of the house, but they can't leave the house because then they can't find their mother. So it's a action adventure that has kind of remnants of maybe Time Bandits and action stories like Call of the Wild. And one of the things I thought about when I started writing it was the old Lost in Space series, where they're all trying to get home and the family has to work together to do that. And in this story, the family has to learn how to work together even though they have their differences in order to find Mom.